So I started shuffling, wondering what to read on next, and this card flew out, and I put this in the comments. This is one of my decks, Dreaming Way Tarot by Choi. Very pretty. So this came out, and this kind of spoke to me as how Americans, so many Americans are feeling right now. I don't know about you, but I'm hearing from friends losing their jobs. They're, in the service industry, or they work at the gym, or that kind of thing, and they don't know how, they don't know how they're going to pay their rent. And it's just like a horrible feeling for a lot of people right now. This is how a lot of people are feeling right now with this coronavirus. It's really coming down to, how am I paying my rent this month? Who's going to help me right now? This is like a poverty loss card. And then, covering that, it's just like one thing after another, It's like, you've lost your job. We don't know when it's coming back. You have to pay, well, here's a bill, and here in rent, and also people are getting sick, and also, just all this terrible news coming in from around the world. And then also, what am I supposed to do? It makes me so sad. This is a card of recent past, and this is a card of, this is like, I've been, I work hard. I go to work every day, and I'm tired. And what do I get out of it now? 1 month, I don't get a paycheck, and I don't have the money, because people live from paycheck to paycheck, and it's just, is anyone gonna bail them out? And I also see, well, I'll say that I see this as people are turning to one another. This is it's a positive card. And I find it interesting or ironic in that we're really not supposed to be touching each other, but I think that a lot of people are reaching out, making phone calls. I hope people are turning to friends and family to get help during this time, or at least sympathy. Like, I'm so sorry what you're going through. And, and this at the base is, this Page of Swords is sort of like new ideas. Like, we said to our friend who works at a gym, and he said, start doing workout videos and we'll pay you, and because we all need to exercise. And so people are coming up with new, maybe creative ways of trying to make money or get by. I also see, just because of the look on her face and because of this card. So, we have this, as I see this as a person, I work hard and I'm too tired, sort of not paying attention. Well, they're paying attention now, and there's going to be a lot of judgment to go around. These press conferences and these plans, Trump and the GOP really want to sort of bail out these big businesses, the poor, big, giant corporations, who also just got a huge, like $3 trillion like tax cut, and they got to buy back. I don't really even know what all this language means, but I know that they are getting a lot of favors. And then suddenly, like, well, Trump today, everybody needs to get back to work. The having people away from the economy is worse than, sending them out to get sick. It'll be fine. It's like you can't bail out the average worker. We can't maybe like give everybody a break on rent and help people for a month to keep them out, to keep them home and safe. But I don't know. I don't know that they're gonna get that. So I see this as maybe people are starting to pay attention, and people are home, they're reading, they're understanding this, because it's hitting them personally now, really, how the the GOP sort of works, and what they really serve, which is big corporations and their donors. And like, what about me? I see this also as people really wanting to fight off this virus. Stay away, stay away, stay away. Wanting to be isolated in this Ten of Swords is just feeling like stabbed in the back, maybe by their country. It's just a really hard time for people. I also see that some people are just really sick. You know, when you're in isolation and you're not sick, it's hard to imagine that a lot of people are getting sick. But I am hearing of people now they're going in the hospital, they're getting on respirators, people that my friends know, you know. So there's that also, or just even if you have a loved one that's sick, but also just the feeling of just bad luck coming down upon upon you. It just doesn't feel good. But it's you know, I don't think it's bad luck. It's just that things are out of balance, and the world isn't taking care of the people like it should. Hopes and fears, a fear of walking off a cliff. Is there a safety net for me? Like, what's going to happen to me? What's going to happen to me if I can't pay my rent? It's just madness. But then I also think there's another side to this card where people have time off from their jobs, and they're kind of having a little bit of fun. So that's nice. To have that also, try to find the pleasures, simple pleasures of this time off. And then a happy card at the end is that is success and triumph, and we're going to be okay. And it's going to be a better world after this because of all this experience, because of of this situation we're finding ourselves in, and people like sort of waking up and judging and saying, you know, we're not that stupid. We can see what you're doing. We can see how much money you're suddenly able to come up with for giant corporations, but not for us. We can see that you're trying to send us back early so you can get your economy back and get reelected. And it's not just about Trump. It's about the whole system that sort of he is the head of, and that keeps trying to keep him in power so that they can stay in power, so that they can still keep trying to treat the workers like workers and the corporations like kings. And we're going to have a different kind of world moving forward. And I just see the greenery. We're going to take care of the earth better, and we're going to take care of each other better, and we're going to have more peace and rest. You know, maybe we don't have to make people have such a grueling life. Maybe they can have some savings. Maybe they can have some health insurance. Maybe they can know that if anything falls apart, if there's a big pandemic, that like, we got you. You're going to be taken care of. Don't worry. We're going to have a better, stronger world. So that's a positive outcome. And then at the base, and these two cards together are really lovely. This is the card of nostalgia and things kind of going back to a happier time. We're going to get that. And also just every time I see this card, I often think of it as a time when your government's going to take care of you. And I don't mean like, you know, I know that government word has taken such a negative connotation for so many people, like it's this controlling thing, but really we're a community, we pay taxes. Those taxes should come back to us. You know, what we put in, what did I read today? Like, we somehow have money to stock up nuclear weapons. We don't have money to have, you know, things like respirators and masks stocked up. That's nothing. And kind of unrelated, but what I see here is just more social services to help people so that they can feel more like this and less like this. So that's what I see for the average American, and how things are for them right now, and where we're going to go from here. And a lot of that is because we are sounding the alarms and saying it's not okay. So that's all. If you like this, please hit the like button and subscribe. If you want to get more videos, it really helps if you do that, because then other people will find my channel. Thank you so much. Bye.